Welcome to Monkey Physics IIT JEE NEET Foundations.
Now let us take one more example here. This is example on reaction time. First we should understand what is meant by reaction time. Now the vehicle is moving with some velocity. Now all of a sudden some dog is there on the road. All of a sudden it has come. The moment when the driver observes the dog and applies the brakes, that duration, observation and applying the brakes. So during these two incidents, what is the time left pass is called reaction time. So let us represent with the T0. So during that reaction time, the vehicle is moving with the same velocity only. And after reaction time, so he applied the brakes and now moving with velocity, and so brakes are applied, it decelerates and slow down and comes to rest here. Of course, this can be given as velocity u, some velocity. Okay, so this can happen to everyone. Driver is moving and all of a sudden dog has come. So after observing the dog and applying the brakes, whatever the time left over is called reaction time. After reaction time, it decelerates because brakes are applied, and that deceleration we call it as A. And finally it stops. So the intention is the vehicle has to stop before hitting the dog or before reaching the dangerous spot. Dog or dangerous spot or whatever it is. So in this case, how do we do the examples? Let's take same as in this example, the vehicle is moving with 15 meters per second. Now the dog appeared here is at a distance of x, and the reaction time in this case is given as 0.4 seconds. Now they are asking if the brakes are applied at a rate, it is slowing down at a rate of 5 meters per second square, and this is what we call deceleration. So finally it stops here, v is equivalent to 0 after traveling the distance x. Now in this case, how can we solve this problem? Okay, now what's happening, we divide this journey, this part of the motion, into two parts. It is moving with 15 meters per second, and here it has to stop before reaching to the dog here. Now after observing the dog and applying the brakes, it has to move some distance. Still it is maintaining the same velocity because brakes are not applied yet. Now after reaching here, the brakes are applied, and this is called reaction time, and that reaction time is given as 0.4. Now A is equivalent to 5 meters per second square, velocity is equivalent to 0. That is what given. Now let us divide. This is the first part and this is the second part of the journey. First part and second part of the journey. Now during the second part I am going to calculate. So during second part. So what is that during second part? Initial velocity, how much we have to take? 15 meters per second. And it is decelerating, na? So deceleration means negative acceleration, so minus 5 meters per second square, and the intention is to stop the vehicle, so final velocity is 0. Now how much distance it traveled before coming to rest? D, let us take. So what is the formula we can use? Carefully if you observe, v square is equivalent to u square plus 2as. Of course in place of s, distance it traveled, so s is equivalent to v square minus u square by 2a. So s is equivalent to v is 0, final velocity is 0. Now minus initial velocity is 15, so 15 square upon 2 into what is the acceleration? Negative value of the acceleration is deceleration, right? So s is equivalent to minus 225 upon minus 10. So how much is s then? The distance it traveled is 22.5 meters. This is the second part of the journey. We divide this into two parts. Na? Second part, the distance it traveled is 22.5. What is the distance it traveled in the first part? Look at here. First part. So first part, there is no acceleration. It is moving with a constant velocity, right? So what is that? A simple formula. Distance is equivalent to velocity into time, or displacement is equivalent to velocity into time. So what is the velocity? 15. What is the time? 0.4 seconds, because it is already given reaction time. Therefore x is equivalent to, it's a 6 meters. Therefore total distance it travel, total distance it moves before coming to rest. So before coming to rest is nothing but 6 plus what is that? 22.5. It is nothing but 28.5 meters. Yeah. Thank you.